Good morning, everyone. I'm kind of going in and out of the shade because the sun is like right here on my face. And it is super hot already, humid, and there's very little to no breeze whatsoever. At least yesterday there was a breeze. You may hear Tashir in the back throwing a fit, but she is in her area right now. The girls are loose in the house. She got to sleep in the air conditioning last night, so she's fine. She's got her big water thing she can get into. She's got food, she's got toys. She just hears my voice. So if you hear her, try to ignore her, please. She's fine. All right. So I was going to show you some stuff last night, but then we got into war. I'm very upset over this. And I know that MAGA is divided over this. But now that it's been initiated, how will they digest this? Being opposed to Trump and Trump's regime allows one to look at the big picture. When you're within the confines of the Trump regime and the misinformation, the propaganda, the rabbit holes, the cultist kind of, I don't even know how to, but when you're in one of those situations, you don't see what other people see. You refuse to see it, listen to it, or hear it. And on that note, I'm going to say I expected Trump to follow Netanyahu no matter what. Do you remember the ad that he put out about the Gaza Strip? With he and Netanyahu lounging on the beach, bearded belly dancers, Elon Musk eating all kinds of food and having money all around. That ad should be a preview and should have foreshadowed. If you were in novel classes and you had to read books, they talked about the foreshadowing in the book. Well, that ad should have foreshadowed what this is all about. To the MAGA who do not agree with this, you need to start backtracking what you have believed so far and listen to other information at this point so you can understand what Trump is doing with our country and our military towards number one, Iran, number two, to our own civilians in our country, taking and putting our armed forces in blue cities for protests. It is our right to protest. It is not our right to riot and vandalize and cause destruction. That is true. But you have people protesting. They are not paid by Soros. They're not paid by anybody. They're paid by the fact that they are American citizens and they have protested this regime since the beginning. Wanting to please the MAGA group, he throws out things like no more paper straws, Gulf of America. I mean, seriously, I, I don't understand how MAGA felt like this was not going to happen under this regime. Your fears of trans people changing your children. So trans people are kind of focused on that that kind of topic. Immigration, they're taking your jobs, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Well, I hear MAGA people say, well, I want people to come in here legally. As long as they are illegal, then that's fine. The people they are arresting are the people going to their court hearings, to their immigration hearings. And then they are disappeared. Children. Those are not criminals. Those are not child traffickers. They are following the laws of immigration. But now we're at war, and all that stuff you focused on that you were so against voted in a war. Voted in a lot more coming up. This is not just the end of the horrible things that are going to happen, that is going to happen to our country. Trump sold us off to the highest bidder for his wealth in every sense of the way. Crypto, land opportunities in the Middle East to build towers and resorts, golf courses, the Gaza Strip. You know, Netanyahu and he sitting on the beach in Gaza. Trump is not in it for you. He is not in it to win it. He is in it to gain fortune. Unfortunately, MAGA didn't see that coming, and I do not know how. Other than you're in rabbit holes, you're in propaganda, you're in misinformation, and it all goes into one. Now to the MAGA that are divided. The MAGA that is against this war, this bombing of Iran, you need to step back for a minute and look at the big picture because it was going to happen. Like I said, immigration, trans, abortion, those topics you voted for, voted this in. And everybody opposing and protesting Trump, anything goes. And we know that with this regime. So opposing this regime from the beginning until now, because it's going to get worse. And I don't know how to say it's going to get any better. Unconstitutional use of our military without congressional okay is treasonous. It is an impeachable offense. Your peacetime president has probably launched World War III at this point. World War III. I always say it incorrectly, but World War III. I hope you're prepared for it. To those MAGA preppers, yeah, you're in pretty good shape. But the problem is he's starting a civil war within our country on blue states of people who do not agree with him. And this is why we don't agree with him, because he does irrational, dumb things because it pays him and enriches him. I hope that the MAGA who disagree with this war understand that every single thing that you voted for led to this. You're responsible for this. because you didn't listen. You don't understand. But what you did listen to was propaganda, misinformation, and you were in rabbit holes. There are people that think that John F. Kennedy Jr. is alive. There are people who believe that Trump really is a godly man. And when he spoke last night, I listened. He tried to pull you back in, MAGA Christians, because this is from God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. He's pulling you back in. He is a despicable, disgusting, warmongering criminal king, and he needs to be impeached. He needs to be gone. This is wrong. That's all I'm going to say about it for now. I want to enjoy some peace before it gets to be an ungodly day of heat. Talk is cheap. And to all of those MAGAs that don't agree with this war, you better start thinking about the other things that are getting ready to happen because of this. This is on you, regardless if you wanted it or not. This was because of you not listening about this crazy person. He is as demented as an old circus monkey. And he is a circus monkey because he has sold our country out to the highest bidder in every realm of what's getting ready to happen. You have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I wish I had better news, but maybe I'll do a better video later. I don't know. Bye, y'all. Take care. Prepare. Because we've got a civil war of sorts going on here in our blue cities, and then we have just bombed another country. Hugs from a distance.